It's not a hate question. I'm just curious. Why do you play the game if you don't enjoy it? That is a good question. I don't know. It's kind of like you just stick to what you know. Like sometimes I'll like want to play like maybe a game of Valorant, but then I don't know. You kind of get reminded real quickly of like why I took a break the day previously. That's kind of like what happens. Like Valorant was fun, but recently it's been really kind of not fun. I think it's like a mixture of stuff. It's your comfort game? No. My comfort game is like, funny enough, I actually think my comfort game is like League. I love like playing League and watching League. And like, I mean, I'm on losers queue in League right now, but I don't even give a honest question, how can you hate a game that you're really good at? I mean, you just get good at something from practice, right? There's probably a tons of people that like hate a certain instrument because it was pushed into their life really, really hard, but they're just like really good. Like for an example, like someone could just be like forced into doing violin and they're just so good, but because of like their experiences with it, then they just begin to hate it. It doesn't change the fact that you have a skill level for it, but I feel like in order to kind of break the barrier between really, really good or even great at something into like straight prodigy status, you have to love what you're doing. That's kind of where like flow state comes in, because flow state's based off of like just pure enjoyment, pure excitement, like happiness, and then also like a bit of challenge. So like any like star players and people that just play whatever game, they're normally like really good at it. Like for an example, Faker probably wouldn't have won as many trophies as he has if he didn't love League, right? Same with like, I don't like Donk, Zywoo, like players from CS, like 100% they just love the game. Maybe there's some things about the game that frustrates them, but from like a very standard view of it, they do love the game. Like maybe they don't like a certain map. I don't know. So stuff like that. Honestly, I don't even know any players that actually love Valorant. I mean, most like pro players will play it just because it pays the bills at the end of the day, right? Maybe like the only person I can maybe think of that like loves Valorant would be like Ospas maybe, but I'm not too sure. Like I have no clue. And that's just like an assumption to me.